Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. Okay sweeties, this is of course new makeup releases. It's Wednesday and as of right now we're still doing our regular thing because I have to agree with a lot of YouTubers that I've been seeing lately now in the last crisis time, I don't know how to say this, who said let's just focus on something that makes us happy because everything else we can't change. So we all need some entertainment and I'm here to provide it. So I hope you're up for this and you will spend some quality time with me. So of course this video is about makeup releases, sneak peeks, my wish list and all of that, and I cannot wait to just, you know, talk makeup with you. Besides that, of course, Samantha March is the original creator and you will find her and all my sources in the description box down below. And I think with that, I just have to warn you that my kids are of course at home and like 2 minutes ago they were singing upstairs. So if you hear them, then you know. All right, so let's just move to the side and let's see what we can do to not have a 1 hour video like last time. I couldn't even believe that it turned out to be that long because really I had no idea. Okay, so let's start with this one. This is HiJ Cosmetics and they are launching new glitter gels and they look like this. So I think that is so cool because you know the whole idea of a glitter gel where basically the glitter is encapsulated in a gel and has less fallout is actually something that I think is really intriguing. For me as someone who likes to use glitter, this is one of the things that bugs me a little bit. It's not enough for me to not use it, but it holds me back a little bit that I have to deal with the fallout. That happens even if you do use glitter glue, obviously, and also because it always falls into the lashes, and that for me is of course a bit of a annoyance, let's put it that way. So a glitter gel makes absolute sense for me. I don't own any, but I think these look actually really good and I can totally see this. So this is releasing on March 23rd. Now when wait, that has released already. What is today? That is today. So it is your day before yesterday. Alright, so this is released already when you see it. The thing is, I don't know all those release dates that I'm going to say potentially if they are going to be correct because of the situation, you know? Because a lot of brands have already said that shipping is going to be, of course, off and things like that. So take it with a grain of salt. This is, I just give you the information that I see as of right now here on Instagram, okay? The next thing is a new brand for me that I just found that, and this is, I hope I'm saying this right, Makeup by Chey, I think, and this is written C-H-E-Y, so I think it might be pronounced Chey. I hope so. So anyway, they or he or she, I don't know, has come out with a palette that looks like this. I don't believe in humans. So cute. So this is of course basically a rainbow palette, which I think is really nice. It has 9 mattes and it has 6 shimmers. I see that there is a yellow shimmer, which I absolutely love. I love yellow shimmers. I'm always like, if there is a yellow shimmer in a palette, it like it always excites me. Okay, so this is available now and it retails for $26. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show you is from Tarte, and it says here it is a addition to the Amazonian clay line, basically. Okay, so we have different things here, and I have a video here which is of course super annoying. Like the palettes on the pictures constantly open and close, and I don't know why people do that. Why? I mean, yes, they want to like draw the eyes to that post, I get it, but don't they consider people that are being triggered by constant movement? I hate this. I really hate this. It makes it really hard for me. So anyway, I'm trying to not let that bother me, but it's hard. Anyway, so we are going to have here a eye and cheek palette with 11 shades. I think that must be the big one. I cannot look at it. I'm so sorry. It's like, it looks like a bit of a rosy neutral palette as far as I can see here, with 2 cheek products there, 2 blushes probably. It says here it's creates effortless looks all day and night. So that's amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, and then we have 3 products from Sugar Rush, which is the more young sister brand of Tarte, I guess. I don't know how to really say that, but anyway, so there is a surfboard shaped palette that is going to be called the Surf Babe Eye and Cheek Palette with 6 eye shades and 3 cheek shades, and in a range of neutrals. And let me see this. I just really can't look at this. Yeah, there. Okay, so this is neutrals with a pop of purple and a pop of bright blue. It looks okay. It's not for me. It's especially because it's flashing. Okay, so the next one is the Sunbeams and Daydreams eye set. Yay! So this is. Was that the one where I was? Yeah, that was the one where I was actually. When I read the post, I was laughing so hard because it says here, Sunbeams and Daydreams eye set, 9 shade bold eyeshadow palette, perfect for expressing your personality. Like, why did they have to include that? Perfect for expressing your personality. That should be true for everything. Like, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I just stumbled over this because I thought that was such a useless edition. But anyway, that is that. And then we have a palette that is shaped as cassette. Does one say that? A music cassette? MC? I think so, right? This is like when we were young. You know, that's what we used. Okay, and this is the Summer Playlist Eye and Cheek Palette, the perfect pocket palette with 5 creamy and pigmented shades in a range of sweet colors to mix and mash up. Okay, so I'm not the biggest fan of Tarte. I'm not. Sorry. I have 2 palettes of Tarte. I don't like. I'm not the biggest fan, but anyway, this looks okay. It's you know, it's wearable, it's usable, it's okay. It's just not necessarily for me. So I don't know as of right now if this has released already or if it's coming, because it doesn't say here. Just so you know, if it's not online yet, then it is coming. Then I need to update you on something that is actually really, really sad. A couple of days ago, I saw the announcement on Instagram that a Blush Tribe is closing down shop, and that really hit me because just a couple days before I filmed my indie eyeshadow tag that sort of featured as the first thing, it featured Blush Tribe, because Blush Tribe, the Hasina 2 palette, was my first ever indie eyeshadow item, you know, and I was so shocked. And it doesn't say anywhere why and what's going on, and makes you wonder, you know. I feel so sorry because Blush Tribe was really like dear and close to my heart, and it's just really sad. So I just wanted to show you that there is a sale going on right now. Maybe if you can, and if you wanted to anyway have something still from Blush Tribe, you can support them basically on their way out while they're just trying to sell what is left. But I know this is so sad. Anyway, I'm wondering now also what is going to happen to Certify, because I have been wondering quite some time why they have not been releasing anything. So I don't know. I don't want to like spread negative vibes here, but I don't know. I have my feelings about the whole situation. Anyway, let's talk about Davina. So there is a sneak peek from Davina Cosmetics. The new Candy Cakes collection is coming soon. This looks cute. I mean, it is a little bit more subdued, but as you know, it does not always have to be super bright. It does not, you know? It's very nice, and actually, like, for my soul, I could go with stuff like that any day these days, you know? Either rosy neutrals or complete neutrals, like cool toned neutrals, or like I don't know what's happening with me. I'm working my way right now through the Playing in Makeup by Yolanda palette. This is my 4th look that I did with the palette, and actually my tomorrow and your yesterday I will be filming the review and the last look with that palette. And actually, because it is a very colorful palette, I have been like really breaking my neck doing those very colorful looks, because feeling wise I felt like just being neutral because I need that to soothe my soul, you know, because these kinds of looks are very hard to wear sometimes, and especially in a time where you're like emotionally in turmoil like these days. I absolutely am, and like very insecure what's happening and whatever, all of these things, and I just really feel like doing neutral looks, you know, but I have to do my work, you know. This is what I'm doing. Like I want to give you my review on the palette, so I kind of have to do what I have to do. Anyway, so this is Davina. Sort of went off on a tangent here, but this looks very, very nice, and this is coming soon. The next thing I wanted to show you is actually a couple of things, I think, coming from Love Luxe Beauty. Let me just really confirm this. Yes, so there are chrome quads coming from Love Luxe Beauty, and these are the ones. There's a pinkish one, there's a yellow one, there is like a purplish one, and there's one that is like pink and orange, which is really, really cute. It says here there are beautiful marble shades and trichrome shades in each one, and I guess like there are 2 mattes in each one then, I guess. They're going to retail for $20 each. I think they look absolutely beautiful. I wish they would all be in one palette. I totally wish they would be in one palette. Throw in another 3 or 2 darker mattes and it would be perfect. I really, really like this. I just don't like quads. It's too small. I don't like small. But anyway, it still looks really, really nice. And yeah, so that is that. The next thing is Terra Cosmetics, and they are sneak peeking their new Pastel Chameleon shadows, which look like this. So you see the swatches, the hand swatches or finger swatches, and also some of them in pans, or maybe all of them. I don't know, some of them. So anyway, I think they look really, really nice as far as pastels go. And you know that I'm not the super biggest fan of pastels in general, unless it is shimmers. So that's why I think this is actually really, really nice. This is available for pre-order from March 24th on. And that is it. That's all I know. I think they look really, really pretty and super foiled and shiny. I really, really like that. Yeah, so that is Terra Cosmetics. Chaos Cosmetics is releasing these cool chrome gels. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, they look also really, really stunning. Really, I can't even say. One is called Enchantment. The other one is called, I can't see what it's called, Malusory or something. I can't see it because it's very small and I'm too old. So anyway, yeah. So I think they look really, really nice. It says here that you can like layer them like really, really light, or you can like increase the layers and get an intense shine, which is also nice. So you can use them as liners, as toppers, as highlighters, as inner corner highlights, and like whatever else you want. So I think this is really, really nice. This is Chaos Cosmetics. Very well done. Next thing, Shine by SD Cosmetics is coming up with this 4 iridescent new multichrome eyeshadows, releasing, this has released already when you see this. Really pretty. You know, again, this is the color scheme that I'm feeling right now, you know, soft, not boring, but soft and sweet and gentle, romantic, easy to wear. And that is not something negative. Easy to wear is a good thing, you know, because sometimes I'm really, yeah, like I said before, you know, I'm feeling this. I'm absolutely feeling this. So this looks super beautiful. I kind of wish I had swatches of that too, because I would like to see the you know, the Luxe one that leans a little bit more gold in the top right corner. Is obvious that that is different, and maybe the halo one underneath too, but I would like to see the exact difference that is between the chamber and infinity. Really would like to see that. I'm sure there are. Maybe if I find something I'll include it still. If not, then not. Okay, so that is already live when you see it. I think it is really, really beautiful. Then another new brand for me is Sola Look Cosmetics. Never heard of that either. Yeah, okay, so that is a TV and movie inspired makeup. Go figure. Okay, so they have revealed their Charmed palette, which looks like this. Okay, so Charmed are a variety of matte, satin and sparkly eyeshadows, bronzers and highlighters. Whether you're a Prue or a Balthazar, what don't I know? I'm not watching enough TV, certainly not. Okay, we are sure that you'll find your favorite shadow in this palette. We can't wait to see your Charmed inspired looks. What is that? It's witches probably, right? Is it witches? you've come to the right person. All right, so anyway, speaking just about the palette, about the shades in the palette, I really love the green in the palette. So you can obviously do super colorful looks with this palette, and you can with the lowest row, the long one with more orangey, peachy leaning neutrals, you can also go completely neutral. So I think in that sense it is versatile. Yeah, so that is that. 1% of each order will go to Meals on Wheels in America, and it will retail for $39. It releases on 28th of March. No, it is available for pre-order on the 28th of March. Okay, next thing that I definitely also wanted to show you, because it is really, really interesting, is the new Fortune Teller eyeshadow palette from Wicked Sisters Cosmetics. Is there something going on with all like the witches and the fortune tellers and the... Am I missing something? What's happening? Is there something going on that I don't know? Anyway, the palette looks really, really nice. I really like it. Again, this also gives you an option of going completely neutral, and apparently that is important to me these days. So this, I would say, is a 1/3 neutral, 2/3 colorful palette. It does have, I think, 3 or 4 pressed glitters, which I don't mind at all. Like, I don't care. And I think the color combination is really, really nice and interesting. I really like it. Yeah, it says here 8 shimmers, 4 mattes, and 3 pressed glitters. So I would probably have preferred to be it the other way around, to have 8 mattes, 4 shimmers instead of, you know, switched around, and 3 pressed glitters is okay, you know. So anyway, that's what it is. I think it looks nice. What can I say? It's really pretty, if you ask me. Then I want to speak about yet another new brand, I think, because I'm honestly not 100% sure, but I think I've not spoken about this brand yet. And this is Moonslice Beauty. Have you heard about this brand? Moonslice Beauty. Let's see. Yeah, they are also still pretty small on Instagram, so it is pretty possible that this is a new brand for most of us. Okay, so anyway, they're coming out with the Emerald Moon palette. This is now available for pre-order, and I wanted to definitely show you, and they have other palettes too, but I wanted to definitely show you because it is green, and you know that green is my most favorite color to have on my eyes. And this also, while it gives you the depth to do, like, create darker looks, which I like, it also gives you light greens. So you can go light, you know, you can do a nice springtime light green, even almost pastel-y kind of a look if you want to. They also give you a yellow there, and they give you the browns. Now, I don't necessarily need the browns. I would maybe have added like a real dark forest green, or even a black or something, because I always worry, because there's of course red content in browns, that if I sort of mix it into the greens, that it becomes muddy. So I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, it's a very, very beautiful palette. So this is now available for pre-order, and I think it is really beautiful. Then there is also a update basically on, I think, last week's video when I showed you those 4 Profusion palettes, those 8-pan palettes. So now we have also a neon one that they are adding now to the whole thing. I don't know, I think I said last time that the other ones were limited edition. I don't know if this one is too or not. It doesn't say here in the post, but they are $5 each. $5 each. So I don't know if that is a good brand or not. I have not tried them. I sometimes get a little bit suspicious if something is that cheap, because I think, how can that be? But on the other hand, I just showed you the You Can Be Spotlight palette the other day when I did my review of that palette, and that was, how many shades were in that palette? I don't know, maybe 25 or something. It's a big palette, and I paid something like $10 for it, you know, and it was a very, very good palette. So, you know, you never know. You really don't know. So anyway, so these are 10 shades. This is a 10 shadow eyeshadow palette with neons. I don't have swatches. I just have this picture, and that's all I know. Okay, next thing, moving on to French. Okay, so this is Chanel Beauty. They're coming out with the Fleur Hello palettes. Okay, so these are quads, and they are inspired by Fleur, which is flowers, and low, which is water. So I guess that is, of course, they're like a spring release kind of a thing. Now, I don't necessarily feel spring when I look at those palettes. Maybe the rosy one, yeah, but gray is not really for me a spring themed color. But you know, you never know, like everybody is different, so whatever. I'm not getting hung up on that. Yeah, so it says here 2 palettes of 4 eyeshadows with a camellia surface design. That's so wonderful, thank you. Available in a variety of satiny and iridescent effects. A formula which is a soft, easy to apply texture, creates consistent luminous color, which is nice. You know, they all look like really like sparkly and creamy, and they don't look like mattes. So if you're looking for mattes, this might not be your thing. And do I have a price? Do I want to know? I don't have a price. And then Makeup Revolution is launching their second collaboration with Petra. She has a Polish name, right? Yeah, Petra Vančurová. No, Czech. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so they're collaborating again, and they're coming out with the eyeshadow palette that you can see here, the Revolution and Petra XOXO eyeshadow palette that retails for £12, and the contour and highlighter face palette that you see right next to it, which retails for £10, and then 3 lip products that all together retail for £10. I think it looks nice. You know, I'm actually really grateful that they did the cheek products and the eye products separately. Really like that. I like face palettes, you know, I do. And this one also looks actually good for my skin tone. So, and she is of course European, so she's of course going to come out with something that suits her, so can't fault her for that one. The palette looks okay. I don't know how practical it is to have shades on both sides of the palette, because you know, it like they collapse on top of each other. So I don't know how practical that is, but usually I must say that the Revolution shades are pretty tight pressed, and I really don't have problems so far with them like crumbling out of their pans, so it might work. Anyway, so this is available right now on Revolution Beauty. The next thing is a bit of an update, because we spoke about Hank and Henry Beauty, not the last time. We spoke about them too, about the neon loose pigments, but a couple weeks back we spoke about the Sweet Tooth palette. And you see that here in the front of all of those palettes, and they had said that they're coming out with more palettes, but I could not find pictures really. So now we at least see the outside packaging, and I think the one de Fuego that is behind the Sweet Tooth palette, the red one with the green and yellow, I think I had included a picture or a partial picture of the palette. I think this one I could find. So now we at least see the outside packaging of the other two, and if I find something else I will include it here. But anyway, just wanted to update you that they're still like, they're coming, they're slowly releasing, I guess. Yeah, so that is that. Just wanted to update you on this one. Then Nude Sticks. Nude Sticks have launched their Sun and Sea palette. It's a 7-piece kit, and you can see there that there are those pencils, which I don't really know like how to use them. They stay here. You can swipe them on with one, you know, with one swipe of color. Inspired by shades of sea, blue ocean, green algae, yum, sea foam, live corals, and sun-drenched beach babes. Tested to be festival proof, which is right now not an issue. Beach proof, probably also not an issue. Heat proof, yeah. Sweat proof, yeah. Waterproof, and kiss proof. From golden sunrises to cotton candy sunsets, pencils and tints to make your makeup to go all summer long. Well, I don't personally do makeup to go. I do my makeup very slowly and you know, I'm always striving for perfection in what I'm doing, which is not everybody's thing, you know, it's just me, and that's totally fine. So if that is what you do, I just really don't know, how do you use it? How, like, you just, maybe you just pencil it on and then you blend it out or something. I don't know. I don't know how to use stuff like this. It looks like it's cream, like a cream formula, which is also not so much for me. But anyway, just wanted to show you that this is available, and I think the whole set retails for $75, which is, I think, quite a price for like 6 pencils and a stick. know what I mean? But yeah, what do I know? Like, I don't know. All right, anyway, just having some fun here. Okay, now we're going to Revolution Pro, and they're coming out. Let me see, this might be live already when you see this. They're coming out with these palettes which actually look really, really gorgeous. They're called the Luxe Eyes palette, I guess, and they're going to retail for $13 each, and they look so beautiful. I mean, the packaging, just the packaging, you know, and I wouldn't buy it for the packaging, obviously, because like what, right? But it looks really, really nice. I really like it. As of right now, I can't really see much of what is in those palettes because they're really featuring more the packaging than anything that is in there. It looks like they're all quads, and I hope that I can find some pictures for you, like with them open, with the palettes open, so you can actually see what you're getting there. So as of right now, I cannot really form an opinion. What I'm seeing is that there's a lot of neutral stuff going on, but I cannot be sure as of right now. I hope if I found something, I will have included it here. Okay, next thing, the Dutchess Club Cosmetics is coming out with the Butterfly Effect palette. This is their perfect spring and summer palette, perfect for beginner and professional, it says here. And do I have a price? I don't have a price. But anyway, so this is again a very, very versatile palette in the sense of if you want neutrals and if you want a bit of color, this is a palette for you. I don't know how much depth you will have in the palette, but that is because I don't see the whole palette here on my post because a part is cut off. And that is probably the part where maybe a dark matte could be hiding. I need more depth in the palette. So that is, I do like all those light shades, those light lovely shades for a no makeup look. But I need a little bit more depth just to have the option to go a little bit deeper because I like that. You know, I like to have a little bit more drama. Next thing is from MAC, and they're sneak peeking something that is coming with really, really nice packaging again, but it means nothing to me. It's pretty to look at, but I wouldn't buy it for that. Anyway, so here's the sneak peek. They're not really saying a whole lot about it. It just says it has bronzy packaging. Okay, big deal. Includes eyeshadows, bronzers, glosses, lipsticks, face illuminators, and more. Coming soon. We'll keep you updated. That's all I know. This is all they're showing us. Can't really say much more about it because they don't show us much more. From what I see, like this little purplish, light purple one here in the front looks really, really nice, but I don't know. We shall see. Okay, sweeties, next we're going to Violet Voss, and they have a new Matte Vibes eyeshadow palette, which looks like this. Okay, so this reminds me very much of the Rust palette from Melt Cosmetics that we spoke about last time. Maybe a little, tiny little bit less in the orange, but yes, also kinda. You know, anyway, so this is how she looks. It's all matte, obviously. It is available on the Violet Voss website and of course in Sephora, and it's going to retail for $30. This is not for me because I don't feel the color scheme, as you all know, and all matte palettes is not my preference, so this is a pass for me. Just wanted to show you that this is available. Then there's actually something, and I think that is also a brand that I have not spoken about yet. That is Wonder Beauty. Wonder Beauty's new Escape eyeshadow, Wanderess Escape eyeshadow palette. I think that is actually really, really pretty because again, it's that soft thing, you know? Yes, it is a neutral palette with a pop of blue. It's not like a spectacularly new invention or something, but then again, why would it have to be, you know? I think this is super pretty. Also, the picture outside on the palette is super lovely. It's just so romantic, you know? I love this. I really, really like it. They could have maybe, to go completely with the color scheme on the outside of the palette, they could have included like one of those taupey shades, maybe switched it to a bit of a greener hint. But I think this is a very, very beautiful palette. Is there enough depth for me in the palette? No. But you know, in like 80% of all palettes, there is not enough depth for me, and not everybody has to have that. So anyway, this is what it is. It retails for $42, and I think it is really, really pretty. The next thing I wanted to show you is from Artist Couture. Couture, the Glow Authority. Okay, Artist Couture, and they're coming out with this release, which is a Supreme Nudes collection, which features, of course, the Supreme Nudes palette, and then silk cream lipsticks, and this is launching online on March 27th. Okay, so each lipstick will retail for $18 and the palette will retail for $40. Now that is again a super wearable neutral palette. If you like that, then you know that might be your thing. Lipsticks, of course, going in the same color scheme. I don't know if one needs to be that. Maybe it would look nice to a very, very brown, warm, neutral look to have like some rosy shades on the lips or something. Does one have the exact same shades that are in the palette also on the lips? Maybe, I don't know. You know, who knows? So anyway, just saying that this is coming. Okay, then we're moving on to Clarity Beauty. Clarity Beauty, and they're launching their first edition eyeshadow palette. Now this is again a palette according to Leorah's heart, really, really nice and big and powerful and beautiful and vibrant, and you can again do also neutral looks with that. This is my life, you know. I like this. I like the purples, like this purpley and blue corner there, super, super pretty. Overall, I think this is a very nice palette. It's going to retail for $25. So this is a brand, also a new brand for me, I think, that is US based, cruelty free, vegan, and this is already available. So in case you are interested, it looks nice to me. So next thing is an update, because a couple of weeks back I spoke about HiJ Cosmetics. I think this time I said it right. I think last time I said HiJ Cosmetics and I think that was wrong. So it's HiJ, I think, Cosmetics. Sorry. And we were speaking about the Spriva palette. Do you remember, where I did not know what is Spriva? Okay, so, and I was guessing in the video that it might be a combination of two palettes, because I couldn't figure out what is Spriva. It sounded like spring and fever or something, and I didn't know. So actually they watched the video and they got back to me and they said, yes, you were right. You know, something came in between and they just combined the palettes that, you know, were not like whatever. So anyway, so this is the spring palette by HiJ Cosmetics, and we're seeing now the first shades. It will contain 4 foil shades and 8 mattes, and here we have the first 3 shades. So you see the green, you see like a terracotta kind of a shade, and then this looks like a dark gray, almost black. Yeah, so this is coming soon. Just wanted to update you because I promised you that I would update you if I find something new. Then there is Chaotic Cosmetics. They're releasing a palette, but this is just a sneak peek. I'm all over the place. This is just the sneak peek of the palette. They're not showing us exactly what it is all about. There is a tiny little sneak peek of the inside, which looks like a fun springtime color scheme, also with a bit of neutrals in it. Let's see. It says here coming soon. I will hopefully keep you updated if I can find something else. Then there is Lash's company. Okay, so she is coming out with the Lokita eyeshadow palette, which looks like that. Okay, so there we have 5 breast glitters, 6 mattes, and 1 shimmer. 5 breast glitters in a small palette like that is, I think, a bit much, I think. But nevertheless, I'm not going to knock a palette because of that. That's just what I feel. Someone else might feel totally different about it. Now, again, I do feel that there is not enough depth for me in the palette. I would really, really like to have another row with just dark mattes, but again, that is just my makeup style, and that's not like, not everybody needs to say that. Okay, so anyway, this is coming soon, and this is the Lokita eyeshadow palettes by Lash's company. The next one is the Latina palette by Mamacita Cosmetics. So this is actually a super wearable, lovely palette. Go figure, would I have said that a year ago? No way. I think this is really pretty, honestly, because it gives you everything for like the everyday, you know? I think this is really nice. I mean, my everyday is maybe like differs from other people's everyday. This is my everyday, you know, this is actually how I'm living my life. But with this palette right here, you have these actually cold leaning neutrals, and then you have of course a green and then a bit of a more like pink reddish kind of a shade. So this is retailing for $25 and it is already available. This is the new eyeshadow palette from Bella & Company, and this is called the Bella Primavera shadow palette. Again, this is a very, very pretty palette. I don't know what to say. Like, really, it's retailing for $15, which is a very, very good price. And it gives you a really, really nice color scheme for mostly really, really lovely looks, you know? And there is enough depth in the palette, which is really, really nice. So can I see if this looks very much like mattes to me. It says here there's also shimmers. The yellow might be a shimmer, and maybe, I don't know. It's very hard for me to see. The yellow might be, but the rest I'm not sure. So anyway, I think this is really, really nice, and this is Bella & Company. Then we're moving on to this one, which is actually super, super pretty, and this is Shingona. Don't want to say it wrong, but I might be saying it wrong. Look at this palette. This is so, so pretty. Wow, just really, what is it called? Stoner Babe. What? Stoner Babe palette. I think this is absolutely beautiful. This has launched already when you see this. I don't have a price, unfortunately, but I think this palette is absolutely beautiful. Really, really like it, especially probably because of the greens and the purple and the blue. But also the upper row is absolutely beautiful. So this is live for 420 Stoner Babe eyeshadow palette. I don't know really what that means, but it looks really, really nice. Then I also wanted to update you on another Bruna Tavares palette. You remember that fiery red palette that we spoke about last time, the 9-pan eyeshadow palette. So now we see another palette. Now in this picture, the red one doesn't look quite as bright as the other one did. Still, it is a very beautiful palette, but it looks a little bit more normal. So probably last time they took the picture with like a bright flash, or I don't know, maybe there was even a filter over the picture. Not saying that now it doesn't look good. It still looks very good. It's just that I'm less excited about it because I really, really liked the vibrancy last time of that picture. So here we now see another one that is warm neutrals, which is also really, really nice. I think this is called the Sunflower palette and the other one is the Rose palette. So it makes sense color scheme wise. It absolutely makes sense. I think they're really, really nice. I don't think I have a price, but yeah, I think she is Brazil based. What did I find out? I think it was Brazil, and she was available in Sephora Brazil or something. But yeah, so I'm going to link it, of course, in the description box down below. Then Vibrance Cosmetics. Vibrance Cosmetics is coming out with these products here, which is satin highlighters in different kinds of shades. I'm not 100% sure if there are more shades than those 3 that you can see here, but I wanted to show you because it is a new brand for me, and I always like to find new brands and feature small brands because really, especially now, they need our help, right? So I think they look really, really pretty. Would kind of like to see swatches and stuff, but if I find something, I will of course include it. I also don't have a price as of right now, but it will be linked in the description box so you can find it. And then yeah, okay, speaking about You Can Be makeup, because I mentioned the Spotlight palette before. So here is You Can Be makeup. I think this is the Fantasy palette because it says Fantasy there. I'm not 100% sure. It's a bit confusing, the post here. I think it is super, super nice, honestly. I mean, it is very, very orange heavy, and of course it looks like Morphe, let's face it, right? It looks like Morphe. For me personally, it is too orange heavy because I just really, really cannot deal with so much orange. But in general, I think the vibrancy of the palette is really, really nice. It's just overall very like sunset feeling. I would have included a little bit more like red and purple instead of so many oranges, but in any case, it is not going to cost an arm and a leg, you know, so yeah. Anyway, so that is You Can Be makeup. The next thing is again another new brand. Isn't that amazing? So there is HiJ Cosmetics, and they're updating us on their new palette. Apparently it has been sneak peeked before and I just wasn't aware of the brand yet, and now that I am, I can give you the reveal, that is a hard word to say, reveal of their palette, which is called the Money Move palette, I think. Money Move palette. It has 18 shades and this is coming soon. This is how she looks. It looks like the 3 shades in the bottom corner are pressed glitters, which actually look really, really pretty. And then we have, I think, the row above it, the 3rd row from the bottom, those 4 shades are shimmers. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that the 2 top rows are mattes. So I think the ratio between mattes, shimmers and glitters here is like really excellent. Well done. Really, really like it. Again, here you can do a completely neutral look. You can go super colorful and glittery and spectacular. I really, really like this one. So I don't have a price, but this is coming soon. And then one last thing that I wanted to show you is a sneak peek of Playing in Makeup by Yolanda, which I'm wearing today and I'm testing out as of right now, because they are working on eyeshadow bases and I think that is really, really nice. So you can see here, I don't know if this is going to be everything that is going to be in the range, or if there's going to be more colors. I suppose there would maybe be also more colors. I don't know, really don't know. This is just a sneak peek that is coming, and I think this is really, really nice. And this is a brand to look out for. I'm actually really, you know, really happy about my results that I had playing with this palette, and probably by next week or something I will have a review up of this palette, the Jamrock No Limitations palette. This is the one that I've been working now with, and this is how she looks, just so you know. Okay, sweeties, this is it for today. I hope it's not going to be 5 hours long, but sweeties, I must say I'm struggling a little bit, you know, with my concentration. I have like a lot of panic in my body these days, and if I'm coming across like a bit hyper or a bit distracted or like brain frizzled, I don't know how to say that, it is because I am, you know. It is very, very hard for me to get any thought straight during the day, because I have a lot of kids at home and I have not a single minute that I have peace and quiet to have one thought straight, you know. And every time I'm sitting down to do something, I get distracted because, you know, someone wants to eat or someone wants to drink or someone wants this or that or the other thing, and it is a bit hard to be in isolation. I know that I'm complaining on a very high level, and I know that I have nothing to complain about, really. We are all healthy, we are all doing well, and we have enough toilet paper. But sweeties, I think I just hope you cut me some slack, okay? Because I'm doing my best here. I'm trying to upload still, because a lot of other YouTubers say they cannot film under these circumstances. You know, they're going through like a creative block or something, and I do get it because I feel it too. But I'm pushing myself to do this, because if I don't, I actually have no reason to even get dressed anymore, you know? And that is like, I cannot live that kind of a life. I need to be here, like also for my sanity, because really, if I'm not here, I'm going to be mommy. And I'm mommy anyway 24 hours a day, but I just need to also be Leorah, you know what I mean? So please cut me some slack during this time, because it is a bit hard to like get my act together, and I think probably most of you will be able to understand that. So anyway, I did my best as always. Sometimes my best is really good and sometimes my best is just good enough, but that's because we are humans, you know. We are all going through this together, and that is actually a bit of a comfort for me. I don't know how you feel about it, but to know that we are actually all sitting in the same boat, which is the world, and this is not a feeling that I'm getting a lot with humankind, that we are actually in a thing together. And sometimes it takes something really, really horrible to make you feel that. Unfortunately, the second you feel better, you forget it. But it's actually something that is nice, that makes you learn something. But on the other hand, it's also really, really hard, and I'm like, my heart goes out really to so many people who are I can't go there. Okay, sweeties, I'm so sorry. Anyway, so we're just moving on here, and we see what happens. And as long as I can film and do this, I will, okay, depending on how long this whole thing is going to take. But as long as I can still make myself film, I will do it. And if I cannot, I will let you know. And so let's let's just keep it as that for now. Okay, good sweeties. Yes, tomorrow will be another video and I'll see you there. Hopefully, please come back for that one. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel and we'll just all keep on sparkling. Till next time, okay? Love you so much. Hugs and kisses. Bye.